So, greetings and a warm welcome to everyone joining us from the various concerns of the digital living. Thank you for joining with us for the today's webinar. Today, we are going to discuss about the topic Unlock the Secrets of Fasting as a Powerful Therapy Tool for Promoting Physical, Mental, and Metabolic Health. I'm glad to introduce the speaker of the day, Dr. Kaaviya Varshini, a passionate naturopathy and yoga science professional expert in herbal medicine, nutrition, acupuncture, and yoga therapy, dedicated to enhance wellness through personalized treatment plans and lifestyle guidance, experienced in patient consultation and staff training, committed to making a positive impact on individual health and well-being. So today she is here to present on the topic Unlock the Secrets of Fasting, a powerful therapy tool for promoting physical, mental, and metabolic health. So we'll welcome you, Dr. Kavya. Over to you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So today we will be going
Thank
to see the topic fasting as medicine. As in naturopathy, we'll be providing the things, except with the drugs, we'll be providing the things as massage as therapy, as diet as therapy. In these things, we'll be seeing as fasting as medicine. We used to see in our circumstances, we'll be doing fasting. Our family members and our colleagues we'll be hearing from them. They are doing fasting. So, what is fasting? And we'll be going to see in this topic very clear. So, I would like to present my topic, fasting as medicine. So, before getting into the topic, I would like to introduce one famous saying: "Sicker the body is, the more it is hurt by feeding." So, it was the famous words given by Dr. Hippocrates. He's the doctor of ancient Greek. So, what he's trying to say is, if we feed more to our body, that will be the main cause for our disease. So, even in before the decades, he told this, but even now, we are not considered these things, and we'll be getting we are not aware of the food and its constituents, and how do we stop it, and how do we make a progressive food intake. So here we can have a look into that also. So next we can move into the topic of 5 principles of health. So in naturopathy, this is the 5 basic principles of naturopathy, which was provided by Dr. Venkatrao sir. This includes 2 meals a day and drink 2 to 3 liters of water daily twice prayer, 1 hour exercise daily, 1 day fasting in a week. So, if we follow these 5 basic principles in our life, if a human follows these 5 basic principles in a life, he will be disease free. So, as naturopathy is basically preventive medicine, so naturopathy mainly forces people to be healthy, to adapt with the nature. So, by the way, Dr. Venkatrao is trying to say 2 meals a day. Yeah. So, we should have 2 meals a day at a particular timing. But nowadays we are taking a 3 meals a day, which we came to come by this principle itself, means that itself comes as a fasting. So next, drink 2 to 3 liters of water daily. So 2 to 3 liters of water daily. How many of us taking at least 2 liters of water a daily a day? I think so less people taking water, this much of water. So because due to our work conditions, due to our climatic conditions, we usually forget to take water in an adequate amount. More to take water is needed for our betterment of health, and daily twice a prayer. Prayer means it's not about particular religious or everything. Everyone comes under particular religion, or people having no belief on religious also can have a prayer with nature. So prayer is just a positive thinking, or a prayer is just thinking about positive about someone and these things. So we should have that positive thoughts. We should have that positive mindset. By the way, we should daily practice twice the prayer, and 1 hour exercise daily. So in this mechanical life, we usually forget to work out. So in the ancient times, we are eventually getting to the our work routine is like with the work itself. So like agriculture and whatever the work we gone under the hard work type. But nowadays we are mostly in the type of software, mostly the type of systematic works. We are eventually forgot to work out. So, but the exercise is basically needed to convert the food what we are taken into energy. So not only taking food may convert into energy. It's not we should not consider like that. So exercise is a basic thing to convert our food into energy. So next is one day fasting in a week. Yes. So yeah, as I previously said, we used to fast at least in a week. So in the previous days, our families or some of the colleagues, they used to say, I had a fasting. I went for the fasting like that. So, but nowadays people are forgetting these things also, because due to the routine work we had, we are forgetting so many things which helps our body to be healthy. So by the way, fasting once in a week is needed. So in this upcoming sessions, we will be talking about these things detail. Fasting heard this word as for so million years. We are doing fasting for religious, ethical, and for some health reasons also. And also fasting it's not only done by the human species, it was done by so many animals also. We used to see cats in our homes. They usually do fasting when they are under sick, or when they are not well. So not only cats, all the animals, they went under the fasting to make their body to work correctly, or to make their body to be healthy. The thing is what means how the fasting helps the human body. So it helps our human body to increase our cellular responses, which means to reduce our oxidative damage. By the way, we will not be look so old as soon. Also, it helps to reduce the inflammations, and due to the toxins and due to the environmental things. Also, fasting helps to increase of energy and our body's own metabolism, and also it helps to protect and to boost our cellular functions and cellular structures. We can everything have some definition, by the way, fasting also. So fasting means absolute abstinence from taking any kind of food for a definite period, with a view to giving rest to the different organs of the body and their processes, thereby helping them to get cleansed. So fasting means we are voluntarily stopping our food intake for a particular period of time, for a particular aim, for our body's well-being. So here I am stressing the words for our body's well-being, because in next topic we will be seeing the what will be the wrong consumption of fasting and these things. So fasting is absolute abstinence of taking any kind of food for a definite period of time. Okay, and also fasting, they are mentioning that to provide cleansing process and to provide proper energy supply to different organs of the body, and to boost their process. So we can see how they are cleansed, and how their process was increasing. So why should we fast? Yes, even though we are getting up early, we are doing our regular things regularly, even though we are having enough water, having go for enough mixturation, even though we having normal toileting things, but even though if we are doing these things, still our body can be accumulated by toxins. Ancient days, our mothers and in our families, they used to give some deworming medicines to clean our gut, to clean our intestines. But nowadays, most of us were forgot to take these things, and also due to our environmental and several seasonal things, helps makes the body to get accumulation of toxins. So what toxins can do? Can be reside in your body, can be reside in your intestines, and that prevents the food to convert into energy. So removal of toxin is predominantly needed for the healthy body. So as the saying is there, constipation is the mother of disease. So to get rid of these things, the toxins should be removed. So by the process of fasting, the toxins can be removed easily. Okay. So when the toxins removed from the body, our gut, our stomach, and our intestines, our whole digestive system will be get nourished, get good health, and the process which were between digestion and excretion, the main process there, which was assimilation, where the food converts into energy, what the energy we require. So that process will be initiated only after the removal of toxins. If the toxins were being inside our intestines, if the toxins were being inside our body, no assimilation process will be regularly done. So only after the removal of toxins, our gut will be getting healthier. So when our gut will be getting healthier, our the blood circulation will be get purified. Also, our blood sugar will be get controlled. Also, will be get insulin resistance in reduced manner. And the next point promotes better health by fighting inflammation. Yes, our body's white blood cells and our body's protective cells are still fighting with our environment pollution we are getting, and the and viral and bacterial infections, they are still fighting with them. So we need to increase our white blood cells, we need to increase our immune response. So the by doing fasting also helps to increase these things. So also our by the good blood circulation and by the good toxin elimination, our heart health will be improved a lot, and also our liver functions will be improved a lot. So by the way, our cholesterol levels also will be get balanced, and our heart health also will be get balanced. So by the way, we can be aid with the disease of artery diseases and heart diseases. Also cholesterol, fatty liver like diseases will be get prevented. Yes, also it boosts my brain functions and prevent neurodegenerative disorders. Yes, so we'll be used to know brain gut combination, brain gut relations. So every nerves and every organs of body will get connected with another organ. So it's like an energy transformation. So by doing a fasting, all the toxins get removed, eliminated, and also the energy will be redirected to the parts where the energy we getting as less in normal days. Hope you understand. So we'll be discussing in the next points. Yes, increases growth hormone secretion, which is vital for growth, metabolism, weight loss, and muscle strength. So we'll be knowing of the growth hormones. So growth hormone is the main factor for our growth, for metabolism, and for our weight loss, also our muscle strength. So by doing fasting, it helps to increase our growth hormone. Also, regular fasting will helps to remove our toxins, remove our morbid cells, and it helps in prevention of cancer and also the bad harmful effects of chemotherapy. It helps to aid. Sorry, as if I got left on topic. Yes. Before getting into it, we can find there is so many types of fasting is there. So which was classified by three main purposes. So based on the method, based on the purpose, and based on the durations, we can classify fastings. So based on the method, we'll be following a particular method or we'll be following a particular rituals in these methodological fasting. So here comes five things: dry fasting, water fasting, juice fasting, monodiet fasting, and saline fasting. So dry fasting, which means we'll be stopping any kind of food, any kind of liquid in this kind of fasting. So this is a little hard way of fasting also. So once the people followed all other kind of fasting, can try into this, but the dry fasting is following dry fasting is little hard thing also. They should get a particular or a compulsory suggestion from the physicians also. And coming to the next is water fasting. Water fasting also is little hard thing, because we'll be taking only water other than nothing. So we will be stopping our fruits, vegetables, and whatever the kind of foods, we'll be only taking of water at a particular interval of timings. So these also should be done under the physician's considerations. And next that, juice fasting. We can take juice, water in these things. So only juice, not the fruits. So in this way, we are avoiding the fiber content of the fruits and taking only the mineral and vitamin content of the particular fruits. So this also should be done under the physician's considerations. So this also it's same like a water fasting. Then monodiet fasting is, it is like taking a particular type of food which will be suggested by the doctor. So this will be taking a particular type of food at a particular type of particular time. This will be the monodiet fasting. So this also should be done under physician's consideration. Next is saline fasting. So intake of saline other than nothing. So it is also following a particular period of time. So this also should be done. Everything these five method of fasting are done and done only in the hospitals, or else should be get considerations from the physicians. And next is purpose of fasting. So here we can find political fasting, religious fasting, therapeutical fastings. These things we can find other than hospitals. These are the most common things we'll be finding around everywhere. Yes, political fasting. So like in Tamil they will say unna viradam. In some politicians often to get the needed things, the particular organization, a particular group of people will be go under fasting. Like these things are mentioned as political fasting. Then this is the next is religious fasting. So we in very various religions, everyone is doing under fastings. So in Christianity also, in Hinduism also, in Muslims also, Ramadan like fasting they were doing. Every religion says to cleanse your body, to energize your body by doing fastings. Yes. Next, therapeutic fasting. Yes, this fasting is should be done under the doctor's consultation. Yes, this fasting is mainly done for our own health improvement, our own disease withdrawals process. So there are for in this therapeutical fastings also these method of fastings will be get included. So then duration, sorry. So duration is, there are three types of fasting is there: short fasting, intermittent fasting, and long fasting. So short fasting, which means we can go for this fasting process just for a particular period of time. So just for 2 to 3 hours of fasting. So some people can do fasting only in the morning times. So only breakfast they'll be doing fasting in that time. Some people will be doing breakfast and lunch. Some people will be doing only dinner time fasting. So these are the short fastings, and this will not have much impact, but it helps to, well, however, the fasting helps to cleanse our body. So if this short fasting done in a regular timing, regular basis of routine, this kind of short fasting also helps a lot. Then intermittent fasting. So nowadays we are highly knowing about intermittent fasting. So many people are following these things. So many people are suggesting this kind of fasting. Hence, even though there are some things to follow in that intermittent fasting, and this intermittent fasting will be not so short and not so long. This can be this kind of intermittent fasting can be followed by everyone. So even though whatever the fasting or whatever the things, we should get consult from the physician or experienced person. So then long fasting. So it is quite hard fasting. So we should be without food and for a, or any following particular rituals for a long time. So this might be little hard and little hazardous also. So for that we should get physician's suggestion. So among this, short fasting and intermittent fasting can be better to be followed. Should we do while fasting? And before in this thing, we should prepare our body. We should prepare our body, our mindset, our environment, everything for doing fasting. So fasting is not a simple thing. Fasting is not a simple thing to be done in like a simple manner. So it is quite a big process, even though it was a short fasting or intermittent or long fasting. So for that, we should do some formalities before, on the time of fasting, and after finishing fasting also. That will be the absolute thing to gain the exact result of fasting for our body. So, pre-formalities of fasting. What should we do before starting fasting? Yes, determine the purpose of fasting. Yes, as I told before, whether it will be the religious, whether it will be the therapeutic, whether it will be the politicians, whatever. So you should know your purpose, or you should know the purpose of fasting. Yes, for this thing I need to get this betterment. So for that I need to improve, go for the fasting, like that. So next, complete knowledge about fasting. So many people are following or doing fastings, but without any complete knowledge about that. So as I told before, initiating and ending up of fastings also means a lot. So any mistakes or any changes we are doing in this fasting process can nullify the effects of fasting, or can make no use of fasting also. So so it is compulsory to know the uh, complete procedure of fasting and complete knowledge about fasting. So also family members cooperation. So here comes, we are so many people are facing struggle in this main thing. Yes, so in a family, one person will be obese, or one person will be a diabetic. So doctor will suggest them to go for a fasting. But if he only goes under fasting, and other all his family members will be taking so good varieties of food, so it will definitely making him to increase the cravings. It will definitely making him to stop the fasting. So fasting is, which means, we can say fasting as vairagya, which means our complete willpower, or which means complete our mind strongness to follow the ritual. So in this thing, family members cooperation is much needed. So they should provide whatever the things needed for the fasting, and they should cooperate with them, and these things will make fasting more better. So also, all members in a family can also go for a fasting. Nothing will be bad in that. So fasting always will gives good impact. Next, mental activities such as we can read books, we can do for a prayers. So this makes ourselves mentally to be peace, to be calm, to be ready for the fasting. So this will be yes, these things will mentally prepare ourselves. Yes, so in the time of fasting, we'll be facing some issues. We'll be pressurized, and our health also sometimes will be getting impact. So on the time, we should be mentally calm. We should be mentally strong enough to resume the fasting. So resuming of fasting is much important than the initiation of fasting. Yes, so for that we need to mentally prepare ourselves. These are the things, more than physically, we need to mentally prepare ourselves for the fasting. So next is, we should go for very simple, light and nutritious food 3 days before itself for the fasting. So some people will be thinking, yeah, tomorrow I will be go for the fasting. So today I will be going for a very high calorie food, or grill, biryani, like that. So next day, from next day they'll be go for the fasting. So this is what I said, some wrong assumption of fastings. So we should make our body to prepare. We should make our body and mind to prepare for this fasting. So for that, we should go under raw vegetable, sprouted pulses, cereals, like very sattvic or easily digestible foods 3 days before our fasting, because the food also will will ki- will will make our hormones to initiate the things and make our intestines. So taking sattvic foods at least 3 days before a fasting helps your body to be calm, to be sattvic, and prepares it. It means preparation for the fasting. So next is evacuation of bowel if is necessary before beginning fasting. Yes, the person with constipation, or person with not good bowel movement, so it's not good for fasting. So they should be very clear with their bowel movements. They should be very normal with their bowel movements, because after initiation of fasting, people will be undergo so many issues, so many initiating issues there will be there. So which means initiating upset of our body. So in that, if we have any constipation means that will also giving us some irritation. As I told you before, gut brain axis, the specific connection of our gut, our digestive system to our brain is there. So if our gut is upset, our brain will also be upset. If our brain is upset, our gut will also be upset. So there is a specific link between our brain and our gut system. So for that, for our mind wellness also, we should keep our intestine cleanse. Yes, fasting is best to take in nature cure center. Yes, as I told before, so we should do the fasting things under the supervision of experienced physician. So as I told before, taking so many high calorie foods, so many deep fried foods before the day of fasting and taking fasting the next day will do nothing, will do no good effects of fasting. So that will be nullify the process of fasting. So before going for the fasting, we should be completely known about the do's and don'ts, known about the what will be the initial effects and what will be the benefits we are getting and what will be the intermittent thing, will intermittent upsets we'll be facing. We should know everything. For that, it is better to get experienced physician's advice. Yes. So before fasting, one should check all their vital data. Yes. If we go into a hospital or nature care center, they will be monitored all your vital data, and they will be monitoring you in all aspects of your fasting phase. So by the way, any problems or any things will be facing means they will be there to suggest you, or else keep all the precaution things with you while doing fasting. So it is not a very hard thing to follow. It is a simple thing to follow if we know the exact following procedures, and if we are ready to follow the exact things of fasting, procedures of fasting. Yes. So also in any chronic conditions, if a patient with high diabetic, if a patient with obesity, if a patient with any other hormonal problems wish to undergo fasting, they should get expertized advice from the physician. So it helps us to do the fasting with more care. So we done all the pre procedures, and we have just started the fasting. So what are the things we should do at the time of fasting? So for a fasting, self confidence and desire, which means, as I told you before, which was vairagya. So it should be there with us. So physical rules, what are the things? Yes, we are doing fasting, but we should also follow the things to make our body more better. So in naturopathy always says body heals itself. Yes, body has all the capability to cure for itself. Body has all the capability to regulate itself. So only ourselves, what we should do means we should help our body. We should help our body to supply the things. We should help our body to be with the nature to maintain its normal regular process. So for that, in the fasting period, we should follow these things. So what it all means, we should take plenty of water. We should be hydrated. So at the time of fasting, we'll be going for urination a lot. Our body will get upset. So we, after long days of forgetting fasting, we are initiating means our body will be little upset. In our body, only our digestive system works for 24 into 7. So in that time, we are voluntarily resisting a food for our gut, means ask for your food. This is the basic thing. It will ask for you, where is my food? On the time came, where is my food? Likewise, your body will ask. So we need to be mentally strong, and we need to understand. We need to make understand our body. We are in the fasting. In that time, we will be known. We are not taking our food. So to satisfy our body, also to make our body more hydrated, also we should take plenty of water and regular enema. So in the time of fasting, as I told you before, our toxins will be eliminated. So we should assess for that. So for that, we can be taken enema also. So the enema will be helping to cleanse our intestines and helps to be more nourished. Yes. Also, wear loose cotton cloth. So in the time of in the initial, these are the things which will be faced in the initial time of fasting. So in the initial time of fasting, we will be getting any medical, any body disturbs, any upset, any irritation, these things. So on that time, wearing tight cloths also will make us irritated. So for that, wear loose cotton cloth. Also, cotton cloths helps to maintain our body. The soft cloths helps our body to be get relaxed. Also, bath twice a day or do fast in ventilated or well cleansed area. Either you can fast bath twice a day. Yes. So because as I told, our toxins will be eliminated a lot. So for that, bathing twice a day helps to eliminate the toxins. You are voluntarily helping your body to eliminate your toxins, or else be with a very well ventilated and well cleaned area. That also will be most helpful for your body. And regular sun bath. So regular sun bath will helps to provide you maximum energy. So we are in the abstinence of food. So the sun can give you required amount of energy you want. So only morning sun. So in the morning times you can go for the sun bath, and regular sun bath helps you provide you a good energy, and also good vitamin D supplements. Also, it helps you to maintain your mental health. So these things will be gated by the regular sun bath. And next, take other yes. If you are in the nature cure places, means you will be also going under some treatments. So these also helps to eliminate our toxins and to improve our metabolism. And what other treatments means mud bath, hip bath, any cold packs which induces our internal heat and internal temperature, hot foot immersion, spinal bath. These things helps while doing at the time of fasting, helps to nourish our body, helps to withdraw that initial upsets or initial irritations what our body get, and it helps to make our body and mind so calm. Also, all these treatments helps to enhance the elimination. So next, during fasting, the faster should take complete rest. Yes. So in the time of some people will be go for fasting. Mostly in the religious fasting at all, we can see the people doing their regular routine of work and doing their fastings. So this will be not good, as they will be not complete abstinence of taking food. Their energy will be completely in loss, and also doing their regular routine of work make them so tired, and also will be make them sick. So at the time of fasting, the people should be take complete rest, and they can go for the exercise. They can do very light exercise. They can go for walking. They can do loosening exercise in yoga. So they can do these things. Also in fasting, complete sleeping also is not recommended. So by while sleeping, our cells are will be so tired also in the morning time sleep. So most of the people used to do say should not take sleep in the morning. Yes. So cells will be getting tired when sleeping in the morning. Our hormones will be changes takes a lot at the time of morning sleep. So avoid sleeping in the morning is the highest recommendation at the time of fasting. Also, they can do for light exercise, walking, loosening exercise, and they should not do any heavy movements, any jerky movements, any heavy exercise. They should not do, because already they will be in the fatigue, or that might leads to increased fatigue or giddiness, etc. Yes. So basically, we'll be going under these things at the time of fasting. So mentally, what all we should do in the time of fasting means we should be always positive thinking. We should always of our body. What at all the changes our body getting? What at all the upsets of our body gettings? What the things I should get more? How my body is getting improved at the time of fasting? We should, we should monitor our body. We should monitor our within. So, by the way, we should go with the positive thinking also. Also, we should remain cheerful throughout the period of fasting. Yes, at the time of fasting, initial period, I said no, that there might be little upsets will be there. So, as I told, because our body's gut system only it's a working system nowadays. Only the working system of our body is gut. So nowadays, So we are stopping the our gut to work and redirecting the gut's energy to some other parts, some other organs to make them work, to make them strong. So this is the basic concept of fasting. So redirecting of energy, redirecting of guts energy to our other organs to make them so strong, to make them eliminate their toxins. So in this time, we'll be feeling some upsets. While even though we should be remain positive thinking, and we should be remain cheerful, and we should help our body to move through. Yes, this is the process of fasting. We should undergo in. We should be thinking of the end process of fasting, because the end process of fasting will get enormous results. So thinking of the end process will be more encouraged to go through the process of fasting. Yes. Also avoid unnecessary worries. So our mind will be also get disturbed. We eventually may undergo with the negative thoughts, unnecessary worries. So eventually we may undergo with these things, but we should avoid these things. So for only by doing regular prayers, by doing regular meditations, pranayamas, regular asanas will help you to avoid these mental lackness. Yes. So to enhance mental health, also we can go for reading spiritual books, and we can go for reading any good sorting musics. We can go for chanting mantra prayers also. These helps us to maintain a good mental health and positive thinking. Yes. Also, we should avoid communication with the common people, and we should keep our senses away from sight of foods and fragments. Sometimes the fragments of food stimulates our thought of food intake. So we should be get avoid of food intake. Yes, we should avoid communication with the common people, talking who are keen in talking about the food, and which can make you to go for the food. Also, practicing meditation pranayama will be should be done during fasting. We had done our fasting in a very correct manner and successfully. After that, also there are some procedures to make our fasting in to continue our fasting in a successful manner. So taking food after taking a very good, rich, taste food, taking a very spiciest food after finishing a fasting, it's totally wrong. So we are voluntary wasting our time and energy by doing this kind of process. So we should do some things. We should follow some procedures even after fasting also. So here, yes, here we can see some procedures, the things what it all should follow here. So yes, when a person feel genuinely hungry, what is genuinely hungry? So there is a difference between craving and hungry. So here further only I mentioned here genuinely hungry. So when we feel our real hunger, our tongue will be clean without any stickiness or coating. At the time of fasting, our tongue will be having some symptoms which like headache, nausea, dry mouth, pale face, conjunctivas will be so less nourishes. Our face will be less glow. In the initial process of fasting, we will be having these things. At sometimes we will be also having some fever also, which are the elimination process of healing crisis of these fasting things. So after we when we go through with this, when we overcome these things, when we go through with the fasting, we will be having enormous good enormous good benefits, good symptoms. We'll be noting that, which means our face will be glowing, and we'll be getting a very blissful feel. Our eyes will be get a specific glow. We'll be having the genuine hunger. So we'll be um, feeling that sense of taste, our saliva secretion. It will be a very healthy manner. Yes. So this is the indicator of we had an very good sort of fasting. Yes, one can end up or breaking fast with a cup of any juice or water. We can end up with the water. That will be a most best thing. Or we can end up with any juices without salt or without any sugar. Also, they can gradually increase their dieting pattern from liquid to semi-liquid foods, then semi-liquid, semi-solid, then to solid foods. These should be the normal progress should be followed by the person who undergone fasting, because ending fasting is the main thing, or the ending up of fasting should be taken care more than the time of fasting. So most of the people are doing fault, most of the people are getting failure only in the post formalities of fasting. So we should take absolute care while we are ending up our fasting. Yes. So yes, what will be happen if we took any solid food immediately? Because our GIT may cause, after taking any solid food, discomforts, because after so many days, so many time, that will be so empty. So immediately taking solid food help may let our gut to um, constipation, heartburn, etc. So we should follow the proper guidelines from the experts or physicians. So we end up the fasting. Okay. In the period of fasting, what at all the changes will be undergo? So we might can say pathophysiology of fasting also. What are the things will be our body without our knowledge will be undergo with the 4 phases. So the first phase is will be starts at 6 to 24 hours after last meal, the last food we are taking. So after that, after 6 to 24 hours, our first phase will be started. So which was post absorptive phase, insulin decreases. So at the time our insulin start decreases, and glycogen, which was our stored form of glucose, this glycogen will be seen in our um, liver and our muscles. So this glycogen will be getting breakdown. So immediately after stopping of our food, our body will be fonding for energy. Our body will be fonding for glucose. So then it may ask us, give me the food. Like it may ask us, and if we are even though stop resisting of giving food and continue the fasting, then without any no other choice, then our body goes and get the glycogen which was stored form of glucose from our muscles and liver. So this will be continuous for approx 24 hours after taking last meal. Then second phase, it takes after 24 hours and it may last up to 2 days. In this phase, gluconeogenesis process will undergo. So this process only will give source of energy. So amino acids. So proteins, N factor amino acids may convert into glucose. So here we can find our blood glucose will be get falling, but that will be in our normal range. We'll be going for our third phase, which was ketosis. So here our cholesterol will be get breakdown. Yes, so we'll be at sometimes we'll be finding low insulin level. So by the way, our body's cholesterol will be getting destructed here. So our body's cholesterol will be get converted into triglycerides, and these may be further converted into glycerol and free fatty chains. So here glycerol also in the process of gluconeogenesis may convert it into glucose, which was ATP, the needed energy for our body. So here only our body's fat will be get destructed, and which are converted into energy for our body's need. So for this process, we need to restrict food. We need to restrict the energy we are recurrently giving. We need to restrict these things to maintain, to achieve these things, to achieve the stored energies within ourselves, which get utilized. Yes. So tissues, muscles, and other things gain energy from these free fatty acids, but the brain cells can get energy from the ketone bodies, which may beta hydroxybutyrate, acetone, acetoacetate. This is ketosis third phase, and the next fourth phase is protein conservation. So this starts after 5 days. Here, the energy source is free fatty acids and ketones. So here we'll be getting increased level of growth hormone. So this already we had seen This growth hormone helps to maintain our muscle mass, helps to maintain our normal hormonal secretion, and many diseases are mainly by the less secretion of growth hormones only. So by doing fasting, we'll be getting increased level of growth hormones also. By the way, we can be get increased our adrenaline, norepinephrine hormones, so which helps, which prevents us to fall in BMI, which was basal metabolic rate. So here we'll be keep healthy, keep energy up, even though we are stop taking of food. So these are the mechanisms which were unknowingly, which we are not knowingly also getting up in our body. So our body will always make us to be fit or be conscious or be healthy. So whenever, even though we are stopping our food also, our body will be giving energy. Our body will try its threshold to give its energy. So this is the thing, this is the science. By using this science, we are getting healthy by using the science as fasting. So here, intermittent fasting. So why I'm specifically mentioning this is most of the people are following these things, and most of the people can following this kind of fasting. So by the way, most of the people having various ideas of this fasting also. Also various types, subtypes also in there in intermittent fasting. Here medically we are suggesting that 5 to 2 approach and 6 by 6 16/8 fasting. So this is needed, this is okay, or this is good enough to practice people even though in their home, without but you can follow by yourself. So some other types also there, which was 20 into 4, these types also there. So I'll explain that 5 to 2. You can keep regular taking food for 5 days a week, and the remaining 2 days in a week you can limit yourself food for 500 to 600 calories meal itself. So this is, you can do a normal diet for 5 days, and you can do fasting for 2 days. I think this will be little easier for people to do. And next is 16/8 fasting, so which means 16 hours of resistance of food taking and 8 hours of food diet, food intake process. So here we can do these two things, which will be better. So comparative to the 20/4 at all, it's really hard for people who initially starting this fasting at all. So if people seeing here thought wish to have a fasting, means they can go for this intermittent fasting, which will be safer and better than others. Yeah, we came to an end. So fasting may have potential health benefit, including so we have lot seen no in the faces. Our cholesterol get burned, our protein get utilized. So by the way, our body will be getting its reducing its high cholesterol and maintaining its good health level. So only fasting helps to weight loss and improved blood sugar control. So it helps to control our blood sugar. By the way, diabetes people can also go for the fasting with physicians under surveillance. So also it helps for the heart health, brain function, and cancer prevention. So as I told before, fasting can helps to return our gut health to provide nourishment for our other organs. And when this fasting coupled with the nutritious diet and healthy lifestyle, our health will be improved more and more by following the fasting with the nutritious diet. So being with nature always help us to be healthy and our family also to be healthy. Thank you so much.
So by this, we come to the end of the session. A bridge virtual thanks to each one of you making our webinar a success. Your participation, engagement, and enthusiasm were truly appreciated. We hope you found the session informative and valuable. Looking forward to connect with you again in a virtual space. So our team will keep in touch with you. So thank you so much. By this, we will end the webinar. Thank you all.